welcome to another episode of Josh Plays with Himself.
Alright, what's going on today, guys? We got a different type of video today. Not so much a toy review, but a showing of my Nappa Battle Damage Kit that you can purchase from me. I'm shipping out the first pre-order wave in the next couple days. So I just wanted to show off, one, what it looks like, and two, how to remove the armor and the stuff that came with the original figure and how to put on this kit. So let's get into it. Now, excluding obviously the scuff marks and everything, this is what the figure will look like. It comes with the armor. This is the non-event exclusive one. This is the regular release. And I made the kit for this figure. I'm not 100% sure how different the skin tone for the event exclusive is. I'm pretty sure it's more pale and more like pinkish than yellow. This has a yellow undertone, so that's kind of what I tried to go for with my kit. But let's get into it. So when you first get the figure, this is what it looks like, and you're going to want to take off all of this stuff. Obviously, you're going to want to take off the armor pad itself too. So what I did was, these come off. They have a little hinge that they pop onto. I snipped them off because I'm going to put this one back to this Nappa anyway. I'm going to keep the kit on mine. So you can take these off. You can keep the little pegs that are right here. There's one in the front and two on each side. You can snip them off if you want. If you don't plan on reverting back to this part. So that's what I did. So with that in mind. So what you're first going to want to do is you're going to want to pop this off. Like this piece and the piece under it are two different pieces. So this right here, this and this are two pieces. So you're going to want to pop this off. So first what you want to do is you're going to want to pop these up, slide these up, and you're going to want to try to get in. You can pop these off too, but I didn't do that. You want to try to get in here. Obviously, as you can see, mine already snapped off because I've already done this. So you're going to want to pry this off with like a flathead screwdriver or some kind of tool that can get in there. And a little bit of heat doesn't harm anything. You can loosen up the glue and stuff in there. So definitely, if you don't care about breaking this, then obviously you can do it all you want. But if you want to keep these pieces and you might sell the figure later on, or you want to, I don't know, do figure photography and keep the armor and the new kit and everything, you obviously can do that. So be careful when you do it. So once that happens, you can pop this off, and then you get this. So when you pop this off, you're gonna have two screws. You're gonna have one here and one here. So you unscrew those, and then do the same thing. Try to pry off. As you can tell, I messed this up, which I don't care because I'm not gonna keep it like this. You pry this off. This right here, and this right here. Try to get in there with like a flathead screwdriver or some kind of tool, maybe like a modeling tool you can get in there that's flat. A little bit of heat too, like I said, will loosen up the glue that's in there. So once that happens, you can pop this off. There will be a screw inside there that keeps the back on. So once you have that off, once you unscrew that, you can pop this off too. And then once you are done with that, you can do this before or after. So you can pop his torso off to make it a little easier. So pop that off, and then you'll be left with this. So with this, what I found to be the easiest is cut his tail a little bit to where it comes off like that. Just cut off a little sliver to where you can pop it back, but also to where you can move it around a little bit. It makes it easier to take this off and to put the kit on. So keep that in mind. You don't have to do it, but I found it to be easier to do it. Turn this to the side like this, and like I just said, with the tail cut off a little bit, it makes it a little easier to do that. Do the same thing. Try to pry this off. Use a little bit of heat for the glue. Pry this off on both sides. There's four little pegs. There's one up top on each side, and there's one on the bottom on each side. So with me, I didn't care. I kind of took snips and kind of snipped it away. So, you know, be careful if you want to keep these. If not, do the same thing I did. Snap that, and it'll come right off. So you pop that out. That pops out. And then this as well pops off. So now you're left with this. So now let's get into the kit. When you get all that off, You take the back piece of this. Obviously, I would suggest using heat for the holes for the back piece and the lower back piece. It makes it easier to, one, to get on the body, and two, for them to go together easier. So take the back piece, heat that up. It only takes about 10-15 seconds, and it gets soft. That's like me in bed. So you pop that on the back here. The arms don't have to be in an exact position, but they have to be kind of close. I made it to where it fits in these slots right here. So the butterfly joint fits right in there. So heat that up, like I said. You line it up with the hole in the back. You line this up in the hole in the front. And if you heat it up and everything, these should pop on like so. There might be a little bit of a gap if you have it heated up. Just push it together. And if you want to just keep the kit on this one, which I would suggest, one, for a more seamless look, and two, to make it less likely to break, because the pegs are small, so there is a possibility that the pegs will break. I'm not saying they will, but there's a possibility that it could if there's too much pressure on them. So glue them together right here, and here. Glue it together, hold it together. I don't know if you use super glue. I don't know, like a couple minutes and it'll be done. So that is the top half. So the bottom half, I would suggest using the back first. Heat it up. Line it up with this. You can turn it like the other one, like I said. That's what the tail comes in handy with that. You can turn it, but you don't have to. So you pop that on right there, around the joint right there. So you bend it down, try to line it up, and then line it up with this. And then they pop into place. Takes a little bit. Don't force it, because, like I said, I don't want you to break the pegs or bend them or anything. So definitely use heat. I didn't use heat because I've already done that. So they go into together a little better. So definitely use heat for 10-15 seconds on the back and the lower back piece. And this kit will not come with the decals on. I used a decal set from AliExpress. I will leave a link down in the description from the guy that I used. And they're really cool decals. They're water decals. They go on easy. It's a little bit of a hassle to get the hang of it, but once you do, it's fine. So that is what the kit looks like. Obviously, as you can tell, it's not all the same color. And the reason for that is, one, it's the lighting and everything. The lighting you're using will definitely will have a big part in what color it is, whether it's darker or lighter, whether you have yellow light, natural light, blue light, depending on what tone the light is. I tried to match the skin tone as close as possible, and the figure itself has a bunch of different colors. One, the entire figure has a yellow undertone, but also it has like a pinkish and tannish, and the legs are lighter than the upper body anyway, and the back of the arms are lighter, and then the back of the legs are darker. So it's not consistent no matter what. So let's take a look at the articulation. Obviously, not much will change from the normal figure. I tried to create it as closely as possible to the actual armor and the original figure. So you can get a pretty good forward right there. A little good ab crunch. You can't get much back, but that's only because that's the way this is fucking built. So I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. You do get a gap right here only because I wanted to keep as much forward ab crunch and articulation as I could. So you get a little bit of a gap right there, but if you're not posing it backwards, then you'll never see it. So you do get side to side. You get a little bit of motion right here. You obviously get a turn right there. You can turn it at the waist. Like I said, you get a full rotation right there at the waist and the stomach. And the arms can still move around. They can't come in, but they couldn't anyway with this. So I was going to, when I designed it, I was going to take these off to give you a little more articulation with the arms to go forward. but it just didn't look right in my opinion. So maybe I'll make a second version and I'll test that out, but I just didn't like the way it looked. I think the full chest looks a lot better. Now this is probably the scene that people will be recreating, because this is the famous scene when Goku catches Nappa after pretty much beating the dog shit out of him. So you know fucking things get serious when Goku is just nonchalant and just doesn't take things seriously. He knows he's stronger than you and he's gonna beat you. So this is definitely a great pose. I think this looks great. Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What? 9,000? There's no way that can be right. Can it? Alright, those are terrible fucking impersonations, but you get the picture. You can also recreate this scene as well, which is a fantastic scene. The over 8,000, over 9,000 fucking classic. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. You guys can order it from me. Like I said, I'm sending out the first batch in the next couple of days, and I appreciate the people that ordered it from me. They put their trust in me for the kit, and for someone who is not known in the Dragon Ball customizer community, that took a chance on me, and I really truly appreciate it. So if you guys want a kit, definitely I'll leave my link for my Facebook and my Instagram. You can message me on either one and let me know you want to buy one. And if you do, you know, I'd obviously appreciate it. And if not, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one.